So hello student, I will start it again. Basically, I will explain in this about fluctuation of energy and all the means flywheel about flywheel. Okay, but before that, again I will come to that this diagram. So it was a turning moment diagram heading. Okay, so under this we are seeing different three types of turning moment diagram for different cases. Like first is single cylinder double acting steam engine. Okay, so the thing what we want to understand as here is why we need a flywheel. Okay, and how you will decide the size of flywheel. Okay, so if you see in this diagram, at this point the velocity is the speed of the flywheel is minimum. Okay, and at this point the speed of the flywheel is maximum. Again at this point the speed is minimum. And why it is minimum at this point and why it is maximum at this point? Because see here, the required torque is this much. This is your resisting torque. Okay, and how much generated torque? This one, under the turning moment area, turning moment diagram. Okay, so this is your generated, but how much required? This was to generate the power, whatever the power engine is generating. So this is the mean torque because of resisting. Okay, so this is extra, so that's why here speed will be minimum. Again, when the crank is rotating from A to B, what is happening? The required torque is this, means this is your resisting torque, but this is surplus. So this extra torque will be added, and at this point, means at this point the speed will be maximum. Okay, here speed minimum. In this, with same reason, here speed will be minimum because the required torque is this much and it is producing only this portion, and this is negative side. So here speed will be negative, minimum. Again at this point speed will be maximum. Again at this point speed will be minimum. So if you see from 0 to 2 pi turn, we are getting minimum, maximum, minimum, and then maximum. So 2 maximum speed, 2 minimum speed. Okay, so if you will read here, here he is explaining the areas FGH, HPJ, JKL, and LQF represent fluctuation of energy of the flywheel. Okay, so this area FGH, HPJ, JKL, and LQF. So these areas are representing what? Fluctuation of energy of the flywheel. When the crank is at B, the flywheel has absorbed energy while the crank has moved from A to B, and thereby the speed of the engine is maximum. So what he is saying is, when the crank is at B, the flywheel has absorbed energy when the crank was moving from A to B. Okay, so because this much energy he has absorbed, okay, stored. So at this point the flywheel speed will be maximum. Okay, and at this point, because it has given in energy, so at this point speed will be minimum. Okay, same for the other 2 points. So the engine speed is again maximum at D and minimum at A. Thus, there are 2 maximum and 2 minimum speed for the turning moment diagram. Okay, so we are getting 2 maximum, 2 minimum, but among them 2 maximum, one will be higher. Okay, so that is maximum speed of the flywheel. So the greatest speed of the greater of the two. Okay, so for example, where are the 2 maximum? At B and at D. Okay, so among the, for example, B is the maximum, so this will be the greatest, means greatest of 2 maximum will be the maximum speed. Okay, and minimum, there are 2 minimum, so among them which is the least? Okay, so the difference between the greatest and least speed of the engine over one revolution is known as fluctuation of speed. Okay, so the maximum speed minus minimum speed is called fluctuation of speed. So maximum we will call omega 1 or n1. Okay, it will be rotational means speed, revolution per minute, or angular speed, radian per second. Okay, so the difference between maximum and minimum, maximum means greatest of maximum and least of minimum speed of the engine over one revolution is called fluctuation of speed. Okay, this definition will be for all. Okay, so this is for 4-stroke engine, which is nothing but Otto cycle, diesel cycle, all IC engine cycles. Okay, 4-stroke IC engine, and multi-cylinder engine will be like this. So means it will be more uniform, because the energy production will be at an instant. Whatever the power is produced will be, means for example one cylinder is consuming, then other cylinder will be producing, so the gap means the variation is less. Okay, so in this what now important is, at here also at C point minimum speed, D point maximum speed, E point minimum, F maximum. Okay, minimum maximum, like that. Next, what we want to calculate is fluctuation of energy. Okay, so how we are calculating fluctuation of energy, and we will prove that this A1 A3 plus A5 is equal to A2 plus A4 plus A6. So how we will explain, means we will see this. If you see here, let A1 A3 and A5 be the areas in work units. Okay, so it is area in unit of work. Okay, so Newton into meter, units of the portion above the mean torque AB. Okay, so this is AB is your mean torque of the turning moment diagram. These areas represent quantities of energy added to the flywheel. Okay, so these all A1, A3 and A5 are the what energy which we have added to the flywheel. Okay, similarly areas A2, A4 and A6 below AB represent quantities of energies taken from the flywheel. Okay, just now because this is negatives, this is mean. Okay, so this much is required to maintain constant speed, or your, because of that power generation, this is the resisting torque. Now resisting torque. Okay, so below this is negative, so that will be taken from the flywheel. Above this will be stored in the flywheel. So that is the work of flywheel. Next, now the energy of the flywheel corresponding to the position of crank. So for example, at this point when your crank is at C position, okay, the flywheel energy is, for example, capital E. Okay, so when it will come to D point, what will happen? The total energy will be, because at this point E, so at this point E plus A1, because it has been added. Okay, and at this point E plus A1 minus A2, because this will be taken from the flywheel. Again at this point E plus A1 minus A2 plus A3. Okay, so this has been explained here at E position, F position, and similarly at all position. So again at C position, which is here. Okay, so it will be E plus A1 minus A2 plus A3 minus A4 plus A5 and minus A6. Okay, so this is at last, and we started from C, we are ending at C. So how energy at same position cannot be different, so it will be equal. So energy at C and energy at this means here will be equal. So this E will be is equal to E plus A1 minus A2 plus A3 minus A4 plus A5 minus A6. So when you put equal, E will get cancelled out, and this will become equal to 0. Okay, so A1 minus A2 plus A3 minus A4 plus A5 minus A6 will be equal to 0. So the greatest of these energies is the maximum kinetic energy of the flywheel, and for the corresponding crank position the speed will be maximum. So wherever the maximum energy you will find, so maximum kinetic energy of the flywheel, for the corresponding crank position the speed will be maximum and the least kinetic energy. So the difference between the maximum and minimum kinetic energy of the flywheel is known as maximum fluctuation of energy. Okay, so now earlier we defined maximum fluctuation of speed. What was that? Maximum speed, greatest of maximum minus least of minimum. Okay, now you have another fluctuation which is in terms of energy. So the energy for a flywheel will be kinetic energy. Okay, angular means that will be also I omega square, 1 by 2 I omega square. Okay, so kinetic energy. So here also at some point energy will be maximum, at some point it will be minimum. Okay, so the difference between the maximum and minimum kinetic energy of the flywheel is known as the maximum fluctuation of energy, whereas the ratio of this maximum fluctuation of energy to the work done per cycle is defined as coefficient of fluctuation of energy. Okay, so coefficient of fluctuation of energy is what? Maximum fluctuation of energy means maximum kinetic energy minus minimum kinetic energy. This is your maximum fluctuation of energy divided by work done per cycle is will give you coefficient of fluctuation of energy. Now in the same way, the difference between the greatest speed and the least speed is known as maximum fluctuation of speed, and the ratio of maximum fluctuation of speed, yani ki this, the difference divided by mean speed. Okay, ratio of maximum fluctuation of energy, maximum fluctuation of speed to the mean speed is defined as coefficient of fluctuation of speed. Coefficient of fluctuation of speed. So there are two definitions. Four. Maximum fluctuation of speed, the difference between max and minimum. Okay. Then maximum fluctuation, coefficient of fluctuation of speed, that is maximum fluctuation speed minus minimum fluctuation is, the maximum fluctuation of speed to the mean speed ratio is coefficient of fluctuation of speed. So omega 1 or maximum, omega max minus omega minimum divided by omega, where omega will be mean speed. We will see this, okay, here in terms of flywheel, and the maximum fluctuation of energy to the work done per cycle is defined as coefficient of fluctuation of energy. Okay, so now we will see how we will apply all this. So here is flywheel. Okay, a flywheel is used to control the variation in speed during each cycle of an engine. Okay, so what is the work of flywheel? It controls the variation in the speed. Okay, its work is to reduce that gap between maximum and minimum. Okay, so a flywheel of suitable dimension attached to the crankshaft make the moment of inertia of the rotating part quite large and thus act as reservoir of energy. Okay, so in simple terms, the flywheel is reservoir of energy. It stores the energy when your engine is producing more than requirement, and it deliver the energy when your engine is producing less than requirement. Okay, during the period when the supply of energy is more than required, it store energy, and during the period the requirement is more than the supply, then it release the energy. This is the work of flywheel. Okay, next, I, for example, I is the mass moment of inertia of flywheel. Okay, omega is equal to omega 1 we are assuming maximum speed, and omega 2 is we are assuming minimum speed. This maximum is maximum of maximum, the greatest of maximum. This minimum is least of all minimum. Okay, and omega we are assuming mean speed. Okay, E is the kinetic energy of the flywheel at mean speed. Okay, so, and this small e is maximum fluctuation of energy, means maximum kinetic energy minus minimum kinetic energy. That gap is called maximum fluctuation of energy. Now he is defining k as coefficient of fluctuation of speed. Sometime it is also defined as cs, capital cs. Okay, so k is coefficient of fluctuation of speed, or it is also called as cs. So it is maximum fluctuation of speed to the mean speed, the difference between maximum speed minus minimum speed, and minimum speed to the mean speed. So this is called coefficient of fluctuation of speed. Next, maximum fluctuation of energy, E, maximum fluctuation of energy. So if omega 1 is the maximum speed, so what will be the maximum kinetic energy? It will be half I omega 1 square. This is for angular. If a object is in angular motion, the kinetic energy is given by this formula, half I omega 1 square. If a body is in linear motion, this will be half mv square. Okay, what is the work, means what the property m represent in linear motion, the I represent in angular motion. So this is half I omega 1 square. This is maximum kinetic energy. Omega 2 is minimum speed. So this is half I omega 2 square is minimum kinetic energy. Okay, so half I to common, omega 1 minus omega 2, omega 1 square minus omega 2 square, I can write omega 1 minus omega 2 into omega 1 plus omega 2. Okay, so I omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2, and this 2 he took here. So a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Okay, and this is omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2. So this is giving maximum minus maximum plus minimum by 2 is average. Okay, that is called mean. Okay, so this bracket quantity is omega, which is mean speed. This is I, and this is your maximum fluctuation of speed. Okay, so if I multiply and divide, or if I multiply by omega in numerator and denominator, I will get this. Okay, so what we did, omega 1 minus omega 2 by omega, and I multiplied this omega by 1. So what we have done, we have multiplied and divided by omega. So just to put this expression as k or cs, because omega 1 minus omega 2 by omega will give you fluctuation, coefficient of fluctuation of speed. Okay, so E, maximum fluctuation of energy, E I can write as I omega square cs or k. Okay, so what we want to write is, calculate is here. For example, if you want to calculate cs, it will be E by I omega square, and E, this I omega square, if you multiply and divide by 2, so it nothing, he just trying to change it into E by 2E, because E is your mean energy. Okay, energy, kinetic energy of the flywheel at mean speed. Okay, so this equation is very important. In some book he will write for this small e, delta E. Okay, that is change, or difference, or maximum fluctuation of energy. Okay, so if you remember, if mass is given and the radius of gyration, okay, radius of gyration is given, then kg, so I is equal to mk square. Okay, mkg square. So from here some quantity will be given and other will be asked. Okay, in next problem, for example, just a small problem, a flywheel with a mass of 3 kilonewton. Okay, see here, he is giving mass in 3 kilonewton. It should be, so here, so maximum speed is given when its speed increases from 3 315 rpm to 340 rpm, how much energy it will store it is asking in this question. But mass is given in kilonewton, means exactly is 3000 newton, okay, but it will be 3000 kg, okay. How? Because see here, we want I, and I told you as I is equal to mk square, where k is radius of gyration, okay. So radius of gyration is given 1.6 meter, okay. How much energy it will store when it is the speed is increasing from this speed to this speed? So first you have to get, this is n value, speed in rpm, revolution per minute. We have to get angular velocity in radian per second, okay. So omega 1 and omega 2. So what will be the omega 1? Because maximum speed is omega 1, minimum speed is omega 2, okay. So how much energy it will store will be given by half I omega 1 square minus omega half I omega 2 square, okay. So half I we took common, I is equal to mk square, m is equal to 3000 kg, okay, exactly 3000 kg, because here mass kg into k meter square, and omega is radian into second square. Radian doesn't show any unit, so per second square. So kg into meter square per second square, okay. So kg into meter, so meter square I can write meter into meter. So kg into meter per second square will give you Newton, okay. Kg into meter per second square will give you Newton, and the one remaining kg will m, so Newton into meter. So final unit will be Newton into meter. Again I will explain. Mass kg, this k unit is in meter, okay. This is nothing but radius of gyration. So kg into meter square, and omega radian per second square, but radian is dimensionless, so per second square. So kg into meter square per second square, I can write kg into meter per second square. So kg into meter per second square is Newton into meter, okay. So this is Newton into meter. So this much energy it will store when the speed is increasing from this to this rpm, okay. So now this topic you have to do all the problems, okay. I will request now from here we have to solve all the problems, okay. So I will explain maximum problem here, okay. So as I only checked your senior paper, I still remember that the question they got in final exam was this, okay. This question they got in final exam, similar like that, okay. The only value were changes, data were changed, but the final, this question came for 10 marks, or I don't remember exactly, but this was the question they got in final exams, and this topic is very important. So from here now we will practice almost all, okay. So we will see all. I will put my notes also. Now you have to practice this, and after one or two more topics the unit 4th will end, okay. So thank you.